Hey guys, so today I'm gonna teach you how to do the instant bomb recovery today. I'm still getting a lot of questions about how to do it. So today I'm gonna show you 4 easy steps on how to finally, master this. And before we start, just want to let you guys know that I am taking more Link students right now at the moment. If you feel like you've reached a peak with your Link and you're not sure how to get any better, just please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Discord. My tag and my handle is down below. And then, yeah, I would love to do some lessons with you guys. Okay, the first step is learning the drift. I think this is the most important thing to learn with instant bomb recovery, and then the other variations later. So you need to get this down first, okay? So when I talk about the drift is when Link gets hit and he's off stage, and then when you're moving towards the stage, it's that shift in momentum that you want to look out for. So for example, what you want to do is set yourself to 70%, go to other settings, put yourself to 70% for now, and then just have Lucina just keep F smashing you, okay? So then from here, just go towards Lucina and then just see yourself. So right here, I'm pushed back, and you see how I'm just drifting back in slowly to the stage. I just grabbed the ledge. There's a shift in momentum when you're able to start moving forward after getting hit, okay? So again, I can't move here, but now I'm drifting forward again. I'm not even pressing anything anymore. I'm just simply just drifting forward, okay? So that's the first step. You just want to see when that shift happens, see? You want to just keep getting yourself hit and just keep moving forward like this, and then just let go. See, you're drifting forward, and that's the most important thing. When he's tumbling like that forward, that's when you can do an instant bomb recovery. Because if I pull out a bomb, like let's say right now, I can't move forward right now. Remember from my other videos, you saw that, right? So once I drift in, and I pull out a bomb here, and I don't even have to press anything anymore. And I'm still drifting in. But the first step, just keep practicing the drift first. See when that momentum shift happens, okay? You have to get a feel for it when you're first learning this. Okay, so while we're learning drift, right, you also want to be able to know when you start drifting, when you can't see Link, okay? So that confuses a lot of people. When Link is in that, magnifying glass, that little bubble, that little red bubble that he's gonna be in, when he's knocked back farther, when that happens, a lot of people get confused on when they drift or not. So you want to practice that too. So just set yourself to 90% here, and then just keep moving forward like this, and then you'll be in this bubble right here, and then you want to practice just drifting in here when you can't see yourself, okay? So you want to get that timing down as well. Yeah, so see, you start drifting in. You have to get to know that timing of when Link starts drifting in like that, when you can't see him, right? So just keep practicing this for a little bit until you get that right, until you know when that momentum starts to shift, okay? So practice in both ways, when he's visible and then when he's not visible. Now, after you get comfortable with the drift, we can move on to step 2, which is pulling out the bomb, okay? So pretty much, just set yourself to 70 again, so that you can see Link do this animation, and then back to F smash. Okay, so you drift in, and then as you're drifting in, just pull out a bomb here. You don't have to worry too much about where you are on the stage for now, because we're just practicing. So we're just gonna do the drift. After we drift in like that, just pull out a bomb, down B, right? And then you should see Link just moving forward still with the bomb. See? So down B, like that. And he's still moving forward, right? I'm not even pressing forward anymore, right? So just do that a few times until you get it, right? Yeah, drift forward and then down B, okay? So just keep practicing that until you get it, right? And then again, you want to do this also with Link in the bubble, right? So let's set him to 90 here. Okay, and then let's practice that as well. So drift in, and you see Link drifting in, down B. You also want to make sure that you're practicing that, pulling out the bomb when he's inside the bubble as well. Because, yeah, it's going to be like that in a lot of cases. So, see that you can't see Link, but I did pull out a bomb because I know my drift, right? So let's try that again. Keep doing it in the bubble as well, and then drift out like that. Don't do the detonation yet, but I'm just trying to prove a point that pull out bomb, still drifting. I'm still drifting in after I pull out my bomb. There's no need to hold forward anymore, right? So it's one more time. Drifting in, there you go, changed. Okay, now I'm still drifting in, moving forward, right? Okay, so now you're halfway there, so that's good. But before we move on to the third step, we have to actually look at Link's animation when he's pulling out the bomb, okay? So, I'm just gonna, you don't have to do this, I'm just showing you a demonstration real quick of what is happening when Link is pulling out a bomb. So that you can do the instant bomb recovery more easily. So I'm just gonna set her to F smash, and also I will show you frame by frame. Okay, so and then let me zoom in too. Okay, so right now I am tumbling, right? So I'm still trying to drift in, right? Okay, but now I am okay. So now Link is pulling out a bomb here. Okay, so I'm still drifting forward, right? Okay, so now bomb's above his head. Okay, so when it's above his head like that, you can Z drop it immediately here. Okay, but what happens is that the bomb becomes like when you Z drop it, the bomb becomes very far apart from Link. Okay, so it makes the instant bomb recovery very, very hard here. Actually, only very few Link mains can do it. Like Lonesome is probably the first Links that was able to do this right away, where you Z drop this and you have to detonate it right away. I think it's like a frame 1 like forgiveness window that you can detonate it, right? But you do not want to do that in the beginning, okay? There's just I just don't think it's practical in many situations anyway, unless you really need to do it when you're about to die and you're at the bottom of the blast zone. But and when you're practicing and learning right now, you don't want to Z drop it this early, okay? So what you want to do is actually, so let's keep looking at Link. Okay, so now he's slowly bringing it down, right? Okay, so when I do it is about when it's here, okay? So it's by the corner of his shoulder, see? Look at how he's holding the bomb right here. When you Z drop it here, you still have to do it fairly quickly, the detonation, okay? But there's some room for forgiveness, and then you can still bomb recover, right? But when you're still learning, you still want it to come down a little bit. So you can bring it, the bomb, you could bring it to his chest, you could bring it to his hips, right? And then once it's there to the hips, that's when it's like super easy to do it, right? Ideally, you don't want to do the bomb recovery there realistically, but when you're practicing, just let the bomb come down a bit more, okay? Because when it's above his head, that's the hardest, okay? For me, I do it around the shoulder, and then, but when you're practicing this, let the bomb be by Link's chest or by his hips first, okay? That's when you start learning first, okay? So let me demonstrate how far the bomb is from Link when you Z drop it too early, okay? So let's get hit, right? So I'm gonna drift in first, right? Drift in, right? And then pull out bomb. And then see how that bomb is very far away from Link, right? So it's really hard to detonate there, okay? So you definitely want to wait a little bit for sure when you're starting to learn, okay? So let me show you when I Z drop it and wait for Link to bring the bomb down a little bit. Okay, drift in again, down B, and then let's wait. You see how much closer the bomb is? Maybe it's a little hard to see there, but if you kind of freeze the video, you'll be able to see how much closer the bomb is. And you have a lot of room for forgiveness as more Link brings down the bomb, okay? So yeah. Okay, now step 3 is the Z drop, okay? So remember, first step, the drift. Second, pulling out the bomb down B. And then now the third step will be the Z drop. And again, you want to wait a little bit before you Z drop it, okay? Take a look at Link's animation, right? So let's do that 70% and F smash thing again here. So you get hit, drift in, down B, and then wait, and then Z dropped. So right there, I waited about to his hips already, okay? So let's try that again. Oh, let's try. Yeah, drift in, down B, wait. See, I brought it all the way down to his chest. Okay. You don't want to do it. You don't want to Z drop it too early yet. Okay. So down B, and then right about his hips to his chest. That's when you want to Z drop. And just keep practicing that. Drift in, down B, wait, Z drop. Okay. Now practice those 3 steps, right? Again, practice it when Link is visible, and also practice it when you can't see him, right? So let's set it to 90 again. Get hit, drift in, down B, wait, boom. Just keep practicing that until you get those 3 steps down first, okay? Drift in, down B, wait, Z drop. One more time. Drift in, down B, wait, Z drop. Okay, yeah. So just keep practicing that until you get those 3 steps down. Okay, and the common mistake for this step is that sometimes people will take out the bomb and throw the bomb instead like that. That means you're still holding forward, and as I said, you don't want to be holding a direction after a drift because Link is drifting anyway. So if you are still like doing this, don't move on yet. Just keep practicing the Z drop before you move on to the last step like that, okay? And it's a very common mistake that people will throw it forward, but try to do it try to not do this before you move on to the last step, okay? Okay, now if you have the first 3 steps down, right, and you're not throwing the bomb forward consistently or something like that, right, then you can move on to the last step. Step 4 would be the bomb detonation, okay? So with the bomb detonation, after you Z drop, basically you just press down B, okay? So make sure you input Z first, okay? That's the thing, right? So let's practice that. And I actually want to practice this at 80%, where Link is still visible, but you're able to bomb recover a little bit easier, okay? And don't worry about where you end up in the stage. You're gonna be, right now, you probably be in the bottom or something. You just want to make sure you actually do a bomb recovery, right? Doesn't matter where you're on the stage, okay? So set yourself to 80. Okay, and then let's do it. Okay, drift in, B, wait, right? And then just Z drop it. And I waited for a long time until the bomb was by his hips, right? So yeah, just do it like that first. Just drift in and then down B, get the Z here and then down B, like that, okay? And you do have a lot of room to work with here because I'm waiting for the bomb to come by his hips. So you just want to make sure that you do that first, okay? Right, just down B, and then wait, Z, down B, right there. Okay? Just do it that way first. Doesn't matter, again, where you are under the stage. Just, you want to just at least see that he does the bomb recovery, okay? So just take your time with it, okay? You're drifting in, you can Z drop, and then you can detonate, you know, you have a good, maybe second, if you have the bomb by hips, okay? In the beginning, that's what you want to do. Just wait it for Link to bring it down to his hips more. And then as you get better, then you want to Z drop it earlier, and then you want to detonate it a little bit faster as well, okay? So right now, let's start doing the detonation right when the bomb is by his chest now, okay? So I'm gonna still set him at 80 right now. So just keep practicing when you can see Link now. Okay, so now it's by his chest, boom, like that, okay? But I pressed down B a little bit quicker there, right? So then this would be the next step up after the bomb is by his hips, okay? So let's try again. All right, down B, by his chest, boom. I press down B, I detonate the bomb right away at step 4, right? Okay, so now you have to practice this when you can't see Link again, right? So let's put him at 90%. And again, let's let Link bring the bomb down to his hips again. That's when it's the easiest, right? And then we can practice the detonation from there, right? So let's try that from 90. All right, in the bubble, I'm drifting in, bring it down, wait for the hips, right? Z drop, detonate, right? Let's do that again. Just bring it to the hips for now. Make it easier for yourself, like that. Oh, and just to clarify, after that Z drop, a lot of times you're gonna end up below the stage. As soon as you detonate it, you can just tack. Just press the shield button right away, and usually it's gonna tack in place. So That's what I was doing before. Just wanted to show you that before we move on to the final step, final step. So again, Z drop, down B, and then I press shield right after I press down B there. So I wouldn't consider that an extra step, but it's something, it's just, you know, it's a smash, like, basic thing to do, like tech under the stage like that, okay? By pressing a shield button before you hit the stage, okay? Before you move on to the next two progressions, you have to make sure that you're not making this common mistake of pulling out a bomb, Z dropping, and then shooting an arrow instead, okay? So when that happens, obviously you're not pressing down B, you're pressing just a B, and you want to keep practicing so that you don't just shoot an arrow and then you do detonate the bomb instead of just shooting an arrow. There might be other things that might be happening. You might be fast falling or doing other things, but that's probably one of the most common mistakes people do during a game. So you want to be consistent with it. You want to detonate instead of shooting an arrow. Okay, now let's do the final two progressions. We're gonna set Link to 90% here, and then we're gonna bring the bomb down to his chest now, okay? So that's a little bit easier again. So yeah, you want to work your way up there. Okay, so now here we'll drift in, wait a little bit to his chest, boom. Okay, so that's a little bit, you know, this is the progression. You want to start from the hips and then work your way up to Link's chest. Obviously, you're not going to be really looking at the animation again in the bubble, but you just have to have a feel for it when he's bringing it down a little bit lower. You can also, you know, there's an audio cue of when he pulls out the bomb, right? Let me just show you. Dink, right? You hear that, right? So when that happens, you can also kind of hear when he's pulling out the bomb. But anyways, let's do that again by his chest. Alright, bring it down to his chest. Boom, down B, right there. Okay, so keep practicing that until you get that down, right? And then the last progression would be doing it when it's about to his shoulders, okay? I guess the final progression would be above his head, but that's just like extremely difficult. So you just have to detonate a lot faster now. That's when it gets a little bit tricky, right? So let me show you right now. Okay, drift in, down B, shoulder, boom. Okay, now it's a lot faster, right? And he's a lot higher up, right? So yeah. So once you get comfortable with the chest, this is where you want to be ideally. Right to shoulder, and it should be around up there more, okay? Technically, I guess the final last progression would be doing it when Link has the bomb on top of his head, right? When it's like really instant bomb recovery and you press down B super quick. But I wouldn't recommend that until like you're comfortable with all of this, okay? So once you do get all of this down, then just try it. Just try Z dropping immediately and down B really quickly. And it's extremely hard. It's really extremely hard. And I said not a lot of Link mains can do it. But sometimes you are in that situation when you have no, like, I mean, that's the last resort, right? But just for the sake of this video, I'll show you one time. Like that. So now I'm really high up, right? So you'll probably get there later on, but like I said, work on the other stuff first. At least get this bomb recovery down, and then you'll be set. Thanks for watching my video today. Hopefully now you can do the instant bomb recovery. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you guys next time.